You're gonna lose a lot of weight very quickly, but I do not recommend it because that shit is not sustainable. Welcome to another video. Today we are talking about intermittent fasting, aka IF. I'm a huge fan of intermittent fasting. I think it's a great fat loss tool. If you want to shed some weight quickly, like 2-3 weeks, and you want to lose, let's say, 5 to 10 kilos, this is the tool for you. It's a very useful tool, right? Like, and I use it pretty much every time I need to cut weight. That's it. Like, and it works. Pretty much 9 out of 10 times it will work for me. That 10th time is probably because I'm just all over the place with my diet, but like 9 out of 10 times if I keep everything in check, like, it's a great tool. I'm not currently practicing IF because weight loss is not my main goal at the moment. I'm trying to bulk at the moment. I'm trying to get a little bit bigger and put on some muscle size, so I will not throw in IF when I'm trying to bulk. But when you're trying to cut weight and lose weight, throw in a bit of IF. It's gonna help you so much as well, right? Now, for those of you who don't know what IF is, basically, let's say a normal person on a normal diet, he or she eats the first meal at 9 o'clock, second meal lunch at around 12 to 1, and then the third meal dinner time 6 to 7. You know, whatever. You're eating literally round the clock, right? IF, basically, what you do is you tighten the window. Instead of eating the first meal at 9 o'clock, you'll be eating your first meal at 12 o'clock, and then your last meal at 6 o'clock, let's say, right? Again, that window, that 6-hour window that I just made up, is completely up to you. I used to do IF like an insane person. I used to do like a 20-hour window fast, 4-hour window eating. I've even tried 22-hour window fast and 2-hour eating, right? Think about that. That's insane. Get all your calories in just 2 hours. And think about how you feel after the 2 hours, after eating, let's say, 3,000 calories in 2 hours. You're just not gonna wanna eat, you know? So that's what I used to do. And yes, like, if you are able to do that, you're gonna lose a lot of weight very quickly, but I do not recommend it because that shit is not sustainable. You're not gonna be able to sustain it. And I realized that very quickly, right? After I lost the weight, I'm like, what do I do now? Do I have to eat like this for the rest of my life? You just can't do it. Like, you can't have a social life like that. You can't do anything, you know? You're not a normal human being. So don't do it. My advice when it comes to IF is basically do something a bit looser, maybe 16-8, right? 16-8 is a pretty sweet window, and it's definitely doable, and you can maintain it basically forever, right? And you know, I think it's a great tool, but like I said, it all depends on what your goal is. If you are looking to lose weight, let's say before a holiday, if you are looking to lose weight, let's say before a show, or before whatever, a photo shoot or whatever, throw in a bit of IF. It's gonna help you so much. Just tighten the window, cut out that first meal at 9 o'clock, have your first meal at midday, and then your last meal, don't allow yourself to eat, like, say, past 7 o'clock at night. By doing that, you're giving yourself less time between meals, so you're gonna get full, right? You have less time to digest the food. Let's say your breakfast at 12, you're gonna have less time to digest that food before your next meal at, let's say, 2 o'clock, right? You're still gonna feel a little bit full, so naturally you're gonna eat a little bit less. That's the idea of IF. Mind-blowing, genius, love it. So yeah, depending on your goal, if you're looking to bulk, I wouldn't recommend IF actually. Like, I would just you know, eat around the clock when you're trying to bulk. But like I said, if you're trying to lose a bit of weight, you know, if you're preparing for something, let's say a holiday photos, whatever, throw in a bit of IF. It's gonna work wonders. I love it. I will still continue to use it for the rest of my life. So yeah, that's it. That's my take on it. That's my advice. If you enjoyed this video, please drop it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for future content, and I will see you next time.
To all the girls around the world, love and be loved.